everyone. Welcome to the Race Beyond the American Dream Entertainment. I'm your host, Mr. G. Lacey, and today I am with the writer of the upcoming film Silver State of Mind, Miss Charlotte Talley. What's going on, Miss Charlotte? How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing, George?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. Now, before we initially get into the film, I wanted to go ahead and let you give the audience a background story on yourself, basically your personal background, your profession, and just how all of that, got you into writing initially.
Okay, my name is Charlotte Talley. I started writing, I would say maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. What really got me into it was one day my husband brought a video about Tyler Perry. I never really knew Tyler Perry. And I said, look, I could do something like that. I could write like that, I believe. So that's what got me into it. And I've been really writing ever since.
Okay, okay. And initially, like I said, so what is like personal background story? So you said, you know what I'm saying? So give them, like a little bit of background information on you, basically. Where you born and raised in St. Louis, I'm assuming?
Yes, I was born and raised in St. Louis. Um, I was um, a CNA for 23 years.
Okay.
I've been working in nursing homes, hospitals, and doing private duty.
Okay.
So I did all of those, working
Got it.
as a certified aide. And I've
Got
been
it.
doing it 23 years. So that's
Got
the
it.
like.
Got it. Interesting. Interesting. And that's definitely going to tie into later on what the about the movie and everything. I'm sure that people, that's interesting fact that people should know. So like I said, being a CNA 23 years and now, like I said, coming into writing, you said only for about 7 or 8 years, you said?
I would say, yeah, hmm about 7 or 8 years.
Got
Yes,
it.
I've only been really writing. And when I wrote my movie, Silver is just a state of mind. I got in touch with, this director had gotten in touch with me, Deborah Watson. And I really can't remember what group we were in or what connected us. Me nor her could really remember that, but we've been connected for about that long, about 5 years. You
Okay.
know,
Gotcha. 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 Okay. And so initially, okay, let's get into the film itself. What is the film, about? What can you tell people about the film and maybe how they can kind of relate to it and why it's so significant? What's the meaning of the film?
okay. The film is about two elderly ladies. One named Josie was African American, and the other one named Dorothy, which was Caucasian. Okay, they met, they became friends at a nursing home, and they would end up being roommates. Okay, Dorothy is a retired librarian, and Josie is a retired RN. Okay, and Josie is the type of person that is, she kind of shy, but the only time she come out of that shyness and when she dress up like Superwoman. Okay, and Dorothy is very outspoken and whatever you want to call it, but she's
Got
very outspoken.
it. Got it. Got it. Initially, got it. And so it's more of a, would you say is more of a comedy or what type of genre would you put the movie in?
Dramedy, which is
Dramedy.
part comedy and part drama.
Okay. Got
Yes, a dramedy.
okay.
I
Gotcha.
was. hmm
Gotcha. 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 And so initially you said again it's about two friends. You said
Meeting at a nursing home,
gotcha.
becoming roommates,
Right.
and they decide to escape
Okay.
because the nursing home is closing. So they figure out they can't afford it anymore, so they're going to escape.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got
hmm
it. Now I know that initially, besides the dramedy part of the movie is also initially about a person or at least two people with Alzheimer's, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And so, what do you think the audience initially needs to know about Alzheimer's and people with it? Or some things that you have noticed, especially being a CNA, about people with Alzheimer's and what people should know if they're trying to take care of somebody with Alzheimer's, or maybe even some symptoms or something, or some things that they may not know.
Oh, okay. As far as symptoms, the number one thing is probably they will forget. And if you really pay attention to them, you will see them do something that I would say they normally wouldn't do. Cause like I took care of my father, I took care of my mother-in-law, and I saw them doing certain things that they normally wouldn't do. And it sparked me and said it's something wrong. Okay, so you really have to pay attention to them. And another thing is I want the audience to learn tricks and trades of how to deal with them going through this, because if you don't know about the disease, it'll frustrate you. It will really frustrate you. And I have learned how to get inside of their head and I would say relate to them on their level. Can I give you an anecdote on it? I would say one day, this gentleman, I couldn't get him to go to bed for nothing. I mean, for nothing. Okay, so I came up with the idea. I asked him, what did he like to do? And he told me he always have a nightcap before going to bed. So I said, okay. Now, he was a diabetic. I said, let me go and get us a beer. So I went to the kitchen and got a Diet 7 Up, poured it in 2 glasses. Me and him did a toast. He drank it. He thought he was drinking a beer. He actually acted like he was drunk. Okay. And that's how I got this man to bed every night.
Wow, wow, that's
So
interesting.
you have to really get in their head. You have to find out what they like to do or what they like and use it to your advantage. I would tell that to any caregiver or family member. Get in their head, get on their level, because the person that you knew before, they're gone. This is a new creature you learning. So you get into their head.
Okay, okay, got it, got it, got it, got it. That's interesting. You said that basically you had to kind of like basically reinvent a situation that he was comfortable with being in order for him to initially go ahead and like you said, get some sleep.
Right.
Wow. 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 Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's very, very
Hmm.
interesting. Considering like I said, that's almost like, you know what I'm saying, you have to kind of create an environment. So you would probably maybe have to initially create a whole situation where they feel comfortable. You might even have to, if they, so maybe for example, if they said they needed a bed, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of bed or bed
Hmm.
cover, then you go and kind of try to like recreate that bed cover in order for them to, feel comfortable with going to
Right.
bed. Wow.
Right. Right. And
Wow.
like with my father, what I did was one day, me and my husband, he kept on hollering about he wanted to get his driver's license. Okay.
Mm,
So I guess
uh-oh.
we was working too late for him. And so he decided to walk off. So me and my husband had to find him. My
Okay.
husband took the truck, I took the car. We found him. So we took him up to the DMV office.
Right.
And we told the guy behind the counter, just play along with us. And he walked up there and the guy said, well, what is your name? He said, Mr. Bailey. He said, well, Mr. Bailey, I want to get my driver's license. He said, well, okay, you have to study this book. And when you study this book, you come on back and get your driver's license.
Oh wow.
And we'll be happy, to give them to you. My daddy never touched that book from that day to this one. He's gone now, but he never touched that book. But That's how I solved that problem.
Wow. So you basically made him kind of believe that he was going to try to get it, and then when he initially figured out what he needed to do to get it, he wasn't interested in trying to get it anymore.
Right.
Wow. That's crazy. Wow. That's interesting. Man.
Mhm.
Man. The things you got to do to kind of get people on the right track. That's crazy, man.
Right. You
Yeah.
got to get in the head.
Yeah, you did. You had to get in his head and make him understand you can't get your driver's license, sir. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's not happening.
But they're great debaters, though. Alzheimer's patients are great debaters. You really can't win
Listen,
an argument with you. So that's why you got to reconstruct something to
right.
get them to think that, it's them.
Oh man, that's crazy. You gotta, hey, look. You know what? I would say, Miss Charlotte, if I may, maybe what also got you into writing was the fact that you had to kind of create things before you were writing initially. You had to create scenarios for people. You know what I'm saying? So if
Right.
you were used to being creative. You know.
Right. With that. Right.
Yeah, you had because you had to. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that sparks some type of some type of gift from the people with people who have certain gifts and stuff. That's how it starts with things that having to be able to do stuff in over a period of time and being able to do it consistently. And it initially gets them into something that initially it's something that God calls them to do initially. So hey, that might have
Hmm.
started your writing spark because you having to create
Hmm.
that type of situation. That is not easy. You gotta come
No,
off the
it's
fly.
not.
You got to
Right.
improvise really, really well.
Right.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Wow. So, with that being said, what I want to do now is that we are approaching kind of the end of the interview. What are some places that they can go, or what are some places they can go to support your cause for Alzheimer's and as well as things when it relates to the film?
Okay. As far as the film, I would tell you to go to studio222films.com. And when you get on there, you will go to, it's a tab up there that say Fuel the Fire. And you will hit that, and it will tell all the movies that Deborah Watson is under. And mine is called Silver. It's just a state of mind. And you can click on that, and it'll take you to my personal page, and you can hear me actually talking about the movie. Plus, it'll show you a couple of clips of it, of the trailer. So,
Okay,
and you
gotcha.
donate from there. Donate to that.
So the same place you go and look up the film, you can also donate to Alzheimer's as well for people with
Now,
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's is a separate thing. You have to go on their website and look up Charlotte Talley,
Okay,
and it should bring my page up. Right.
gotcha. So how would you do that then? How would you go on their website?
I would say I goes on there and I type in my name and it brings up my page. That's all I can tell you on that.
And what's the name? Is you said the name of the website? It's
It's under Alzheimer's Association,
okay,
but you're going under the October 25th St. Louis Walk.
okay,
And then you put my name in there and it should bring it up.
gotcha. Alzheimer's Association. You said correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha. And then the other website is you said is the studio and their name, and you go their initial website, correct?
Right. Studio222films.com.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then aren't they also on Facebook as well?
Yes, they both are on Facebook. If you want to go to my Facebook page, it's under TOTORENEE space BAILEY. And you could see those under there, under me.
Got it. Well, all right then, guys. So there you go. You got them on Facebook, and then as well as you got the two websites. You got one for Alzheimer's, which is the Alzheimer's Association one. You go over
Hmm.
to that one. You go over there and you look up the October schedule. You look up the October 25th walk, and then she should be under there, correct?
Right.
And then on the other one, you go to the studio website, which is Studio 222 in Films, correct?
It's studio222films.com.
.com, and then you look that up as well, and that's how you can go there and you can look up the movies
You
for
can look up the movies under you go to the tab that says Fuel the Fire,
gotcha.
and that will bring up the movies. And
Got it.
then you just click on Silver or whatever movies. Right.
Got it. Okay, then. Well, guys, that'll do it. Okay. Charlotte, if you want to support her, she told you how you can support her. I look forward to the upcoming movie, Charlotte, and I look forward to also supporting your cause. And guys, if you want to support her cause, she just told you all of the websites you go to. I'm also try to go and post the links in the description if you want to go to these websites as well as go to these to these pages to support her act and to support, her cause and the movie as well. Guys, that has been it for sports, or I said sports. I'm so used to doing sports, it's crazy, but entertainment, the entertainment channel, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. And I hope you all have a blessed day and a wonderful rest of your week.